good afternoon, and welcome to Shawano News, your positive source in a crazy world. I'm your host, Jaime Lee. Today, I visit the American Legion. Just got done with the beautiful ceremony at the courthouse for Veterans Day, where Jeremy Gretzinger was the guest speaker. He spoke about his experience as a Marine and after 9/11, how much he loves his family, Shawano, in our country. They also read off names of veterans that are no longer here with us, and my grandpa's name, Irv Bartz, was said, and it really hit me. The veterans invited me here to come to lunch, to hear more of their stories as they remember and honor all of those veterans, past, present, and future, and to also celebrate the camaraderie of the experiences that they hold so dear. So I'm gonna go inside and, like Irv Bartz would say, free beer and lunch. I'm gonna come here on his behalf so we can get these positive stories out to the community in a time that's been really stressful in our country. And it's such a timely story for us to come together and to remember what's important and how grateful we are for Shawano, for this country, because of veterans. Let's go inside. The sun drop, yeah. Gretzingers, smile, all the sun drops, look at this. Dennis.
It's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. And forever in peace may she wave. The emblem of the land we love. The home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue. For there's never a boast or a brag. Let old acquaintance be forgot, but keep your eyes on that grand old flag. And yes, Norm Hobbick, she is a beauty.
Yeah! Wave with their
Hi.
point at your dad. Let's open this up.
This is my father, Harvey Peterman. They always called him Handsome Harv. But we had these sweatshirts made, and my dad has been gone 17 years now, but we still go to every Veterans Day in honor of my father and all of the veterans of everywhere.
Oh, thank
And
you,
we
man.
thank them all.
Oh, thank you.
And I knew your grandpa very well. And grandma.
I'm at the American Legion in my grandma and grandpa's old spot, having a beer for grandpa, a Miller. To all the veterans, to the Irv Terry! Cheers, Prost! Sundrop and Miller. Here with the legend himself, Dennis Bohm. He's got a Sundrop, and during the ceremony, you said something very important about thanking veterans. Can you tell the audience?
Okay, I'm gonna start when I was doing the poppies in front of Walmart one day, and an older gentleman walked by with his wife, and I went to he had a cap on, the U.S. Army cap, World War II veteran, it said. And when he walked by me, I said to him, "Thank you for serving." They both looked at me and they smiled. They walked to their car. A little while later, he came back. He says to me, he grabbed my hand, he says, "You know, I'm from South Carolina." And he says, "And I was served in World War II, and you are the first person that has ever said thank you for serving to me." And he went to work and he grabbed my hand again, he shook my hand, and he put $50 in our pot and then one a poppy, and he took off. And him and his wife, when they went past me, they went to work and they both gave me a great big smile and a wave. And I tell you, that's why I say, if you see a veteran and their family, go to work and say, "Thank you for serving," because the family served just as well as the veteran did. They didn't go through a lot, but they went through a lot when they were home, the families did. So I really appreciate that, and so does every single veteran. And I thank you for being there.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for all that you've done for veterans, for the Shawano community. Thank you for your service, and to all the veterans of Shawano. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And if I get a deer this year, I'll bring you a piece of sausage.
Sounds good. Sitting on Dennis's lap again. Round 2.
And a Sundrop.
Thanks, Dennis. Oh. As you can see, the footage at American Legion was fun, and there was a lot of laughs and camaraderie. But now I'm ending the segment at my grandfather, Irvin Bartz's gravestone. This is the first Veterans Day without him, and here to get some comfort and support to say the right thing. I want to do this story justice with respect, and may not always have the right words, but off camera I had so many heartfelt, I don't know if you can hear it, but those are the bells from the chapel. And every time I need my grandma's help, I hear the bells. Thank you to all the veterans that opened up their hearts to me today. Matt Ranke and his son Wyatt shared 4 generations of Army men and their family. The Gretzingers, Melanie, an Army wife who told me about the struggles of those at home. The connections and the stories I heard today are priceless. And I learned so much today, and how I can spread this good news is that there's so much more to the story. There's a lot of trauma there. There's a lot of pride, and it's hard to talk about some of these things. And a lot of veterans come back and have to deal with the aftermath and mental health, and sometimes it's uncomfortable to talk about these things, but it's okay. So if you need to reach out to somebody you trust. The Ranke family told me that they always go on a circle loop on Veterans Day, and they visit all their loved ones and their ancestors and have a beer for them. So brought 2 beers for Grandpa and I. Not sure if you can see. This is to Grandpa. I hope I can do my family proud, my community proud, and veterans. Thank you for your service. This is Jaime Lee, signing off for Shawano News. Keep living, loving, and serving in the USA. Love you, Gramp.